All right, welcome to the mobility for an overhead workout. We're gonna start out the workout doing some band work overhead. You're gonna get yourself a band attached to the pull-up bar. Slide your hand through there so your thumb and index finger can grab the band. You're gonna step on back, getting tension on the band. Already, it's pulling my shoulder, a little bit of distraction. I'm gonna take my hand, rotate the thumb up to the ceiling, externally rotating the shoulder and elbow position, and then internally rotating all the way back down. You do about, I don't know, 30, 15 seconds per side before you switch. The next part with the band overhead is we're gonna rotate inside and outside. So again, I have my hand up, have my hand down. I'm gonna rotate my body inside, crossing, getting really tight through this deltoid bicep area. And then 30 seconds after that, I'm gonna rotate my body 160 degrees. Now I got tension through the pec deltoid area. Here as well, internally, externally rotate. I find this far tighter through here. You're probably gonna feel something similar. The next part of the overhead mobility is really gonna let you floss in there, add your own tension as much as you want. And go ahead, take a knee on the ground, still have my hand attached overhead. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. I'm gonna bring my forehead, touch the ground. As I do that, I'm gonna take my shoulder and rotate it internally to externally. So coming down, it's getting tight through my shoulder, start rotating my shoulder, touch my head on the ground, and back up. Internal, I'm externally rotating at the top, internally rotating at the bottom. You're gonna do that about 7 times per side. Once we're done overhead, go ahead and grab your lacrosse ball, follow me over this way. Just happen to have a lacrosse ball right here. We're gonna use the wall and work this lacrosse ball from our pec muscle across our delt all the way to the back and the scapula. What that's gonna look like, if I start with the shoulder blade first, put it right behind my shoulder, I'm gonna let that work my way through, whoop, come across over the deltoid, and then kiss the wall, bring that all the way across towards the sternum. Bring it all the way in, and then back out. Really helps loosen up all the little joining muscles through the shoulder. The last thing we're gonna do to get ready for our overhead anything, a little bit of couch stretching. So you need a friendly wall and an ab mat. I'm gonna get my knee that's down on the ground, close to the wall. From here, you probably will already feel it pretty tight. I'm feeling a little bit tight today myself. I'm gonna leverage myself up. Ideally, if you were to watch my rib cage and my belt line, that's not gonna expand. Right there, that's expanding. I don't wanna do that. It hyperextends my back. I'm gonna be leaned over, lock that baby in place, and then ratchet myself up, keeping that distance, and then I'll get tight through here in the hip flexor, and that's what I'm going for in this couch stretch. Now, if that's too tight, feel free to get a little bit further away from the wall. It'll decrease the tension on the quad and let you get into that position a little bit better. If this is really easy for you, next level, foot away against the wall, bringing those hands overhead, try and touch them against the wall itself. Do both sides for about 30 seconds and you'll be good.
So you've just PR'd on, say, shoulder press, push press, 200, 300 pounds, and you've said, man, I need to loosen up a little bit. So after the workout for anything overhead, go ahead and do 2 stretches. We're gonna do the band from the pull-up bars, put your elbow through it, see? And now go interior and then get some tension with my hand that way. I'm gonna step forward, and for those of you that have played baseball, it is really rotating and pushing forward like that. Oh my God, that feels good. So I hold it. So we're doing PNF for after workout, right? So it's 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So 1, 2, 3, 10. Relax for a second, or 30 seconds. And then we come back. I'm gonna get a little more tension, skip forward. Come back, 1, 2, 3, and 10. Rest for a second. And then the third time, really gonna go all out because I'm a little more looser. Make sure this band stays good and tight. And I come up and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can shake, it's okay. People shake and step back. All right, so that is, we're gonna call this the baseball pitching stretch. Next one is that we're gonna go ahead and get the normal wrap down. And now we're going a little bit higher and really just trying to pull my shoulder joint out of place.
I think it's key not to let your elbow slip out, go to the side on this one. Would you agree?
To the side?
You don't want the elbow to turn out.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is definitely, I can drink tea in this position. This, I cannot drink tea. I want to drink pain. No, this is a good stretch. So, that's 10 seconds there. Again, I'm gonna come up and you can start your elbow wide, but when the stretch starts, bring it in. I'm definitely not going like this. This is not helping any. Again, we're gonna continue that theme of keeping a rigid core and really stretching out the muscles that are supposed to be stretched.
Let's put 2 hands overhead.
2 hands overhead.
We're looking for forward and back. And then we're looking for close to the ear, not close to the ear. I'm gonna say that the one on the right side of the screen is a little bit closer to that head than the left one.
My head is crooked most of the time, Justin,
It's
so I am an anomaly in that sense.
That's for sure.